Closing arguments are expected today in former President Donald Trump's New York civil fraud trial, and Congress has only a few more days to avert a partial federal government shutdown. Good morning, I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. South Africa's case against Israel is beginning today at the International Court of Justice. NPR's Rob Schmitz reports Israel is accused of committing genocide against the Palestinian people.
South Africa filed an 84-page application to the court that accuses Israel of committing genocidal acts such as killing Palestinians in Gaza, including women and children, who, according to the Gaza Health Ministry, make up around 70% of the more than 23,000 fatalities. Israel's President Isaac Herzog calls the accusation atrocious and preposterous, saying Israel is defending itself against Hamas, whose attack killed 1,200, according to Israel. Legal experts interviewed by NPR say proving genocide is extremely difficult because a specific intent to do so must be proven. Experts say a final ruling in this case could take years, but that a provisional ruling in the coming weeks that asks Israel to refrain from further military activity in Gaza is likely. Rob Schmitz, NPR News, Berlin.
In the U.S., closing arguments are expected today in New York in a trial involving former President Donald Trump. He's charged with inflating his wealth to obtain favorable terms for business loans and insurance. NPR's Jimena Bustillo has more.
The state attorney general sued the former president, his two eldest sons, and several other executives of the Trump Organization, resulting in a trial in the fall of last year. The Trump team has argued that Trump and his sons were not involved in creating the financial documents. The judge has already ruled that fraud occurred and Trump is liable, but a verdict determining how much Trump is fined and how he could be limited in conducting business in New York is expected in the weeks following the closing arguments. Jimena Bustillo, NPR News, New York.
There are only a few more days before a federal government shutdown could happen. Congressional leaders have struck a deal outlining a government funding plan. But hard-right conservatives in the House say it does not do enough to cut spending. NPR's Claudia Grisales says House Speaker Mike Johnson thinks a government shutdown will be averted.
Johnson told reporters he isn't ruling anything out as far as another temporary spending bill. That's what we're under right now in terms of the government staying open. The first of two shutdown deadlines, however, is going to approach January 19th, so that only leaves days to hammer out a final comprehensive deal. With all the infighting we're seeing with House Republicans, that means they're going to need plenty of time to come to a final deal that'll pass both chambers.
NPR's Claudia Grisales reporting. Powerful winter storms continue to wallop the U.S. The National Weather Service says that a fresh winter storm will emerge into the Plain States today and charge toward the Great Lakes by tomorrow. Very frigid weather is settling in the central U.S. Wind chill values are well below zero. You're listening to NPR.